Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Christopher with Plan Your Truth, and in today's video we are continuing our prepping of my 2025 planner. So in the last video, we have lots of other sheets from other videos, but in the last video we did these 4 intro pages, and today I have 4 more that we're going to make. However, one of them is multiple pages, so get a glass of water or glass of wine or your favorite drink and a snack, and let's dive in. The first 2, though, are going to be really easy. And then the second 2, we're going to dive into my goals a little bit more. So the first 2 are sheets I have here from Planner Kate. I want to do, and I think it'll work kind of with this Florida Adventures theme. These are both going to tie into that a little bit, in terms of restaurants I want to try and places I want to go. Not fully, like this is not just specific to Florida, but it is, you know, traveling and adventures and things like that. My word of the year for this year, for 2024, was adventure, and I loved it. And I definitely want to kind of continue that energy into the new year. So we're just gonna very carefully lay that down as straight as possible. Look, and like just like that, you literally have a page ready to go. This one though, I think we're gonna do at the top of the page and leave a little bit of room at the bottom so we can kind of do a like a washi situation. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm thinking. So just to kind of counteract a little bit, we're gonna bring in our washi that we've been using. We are like almost running out, so I'm a little bit nervous that we're not gonna make it through the whole, like all of the next spreads, but it's okay. We'll see how it goes. So we have places, this is really old washi, so I don't even mind that we're gonna use it all. Like, use your stuff, because this is not as sticky as it was when I first bought it. I don't even know where this is from, though. Could be an Amazon pack, could be Live Love Posh. No clue. All right, so then we can do it down here just to kind of counteract that a little bit and make it feel a little bit more balanced. Oh, we're not out yet. What happened? I'm going to try and save it just since we are running low and see if I can like match this up. It kind of just weirdly ripped in half. No, we're not going to save it. We're just going to start over. I think there's still a couple rounds on here, so we may be okay. I know this is a boring part, but these are things that I want to, like, I have some bucket lists, if you will, for 2025 and just in general. So places to go, like I already have a couple that we could write in right now. We want to do a Disney cruise. I want to do, I was going to write Oogie Boogie Bash, but I'll just write Disneyland, because that's really the place I want to go. Cali with Tosh. I want to spend some time with my friend Natasha in California, and I want to go on a new cruise line. Not sure which one yet. I'm thinking Norwegian or Carnival or Princess. There's a lot of options. Or Virgin. I was also looking at Virgin cruises. So I want to go on a new one because I want to sell more cruises for my travel agent business. So that is really kind of the thought process there. So these pages are pretty much done. I'm just going to add, I think we're not going to do Tinkerbell. If you're new to this series, I've been adding Tinkerbell as like my guide through these intro pages. I think I just want to use one of her. I don't think we'll do one on each side. I think we'll just do one total. And let's see, which ones did we use? Her standing, her sitting. So let's do her peeking. I think we'll do this one. And we'll do her just kind of like that. And I think that's good. We don't need her on every single page. I could always come back and change my mind if I do decide, like if she ends up being on every other page, maybe that doesn't make sense. But I wanted to show, I was like, oh, I guess these are so easy, so I could do these pages off camera. But I want to show you, like, these intro pages don't have to be super difficult. Whether you have a sticker that's going to be the whole page, whether you make something on Canva and just print it out, it doesn't have to be super complicated. I do want to add just a little bit of pixie dust. And I think we could do a little bit of gold. We haven't brought gold in a couple pages, but that still matches our vibe. So we'll just add a little bit there and a little bit down here. Just a little pixie love. All right, and those pages are done. I may come back in, and if we want, like with these colors, how we're adding color throughout, we could color in some of these. But right now, we're going to leave it. Okay, now on to the pages that are going to take a little more time. The first one, and I am going to leave this page blank. There's a chance that I want to do like movie tracker, TV show tracker. I didn't buy pages from Planner Kate, but I'm kind of regretting it now because those would be perfect right here. So I'm going to leave this blank with the intention of maybe adding some more like entertainment type trackers. Okay. Maybe, because we're also going to have a spot to track them on one of these pages we're making. So this first page we're making is just a list of 26 things I want to do before 2026. Okay? Let's do a little bit of washi tape up here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Okay, nope, we need one more line here. So it's going to be a little tight for the heading, but I want to make sure we have exactly 26 lines to write the 26 things. So this is like almost like a bucket list for 2025. This is really gonna come from my goals. So most of these things we will already have talked about. Like these things are gonna be on there. Some of this stuff is gonna be on there. Some of this stuff is gonna be on there. So we've already talked about some of it when we went through all of my goals and things, but just to kind of have a bucket list, a reminder. And some of these things are not necessarily in the goals. They're like smaller projects that I want to do. So to write, let me make sure we have enough numbers here again. Yes, we have just enough. So we're going to write our little header up here. 26 things. I'm going to write to do because I think we'll have enough room. To do before 2026. And I'm just, to keep it easy, going to label these 1 through 26. I could do stickers, I could do different colors, but honestly, the next spread we're making is already going to be the most and extra. So let's just keep it simple. I'm also going to be so surprised if I do this. Like, I can't usually number and talk at the same time, but I think we just did it, folks. 26. All right. So let's add a big Tinkerbell in this bottom corner. This is going to be another pretty easy one. Wondering if I want to add color or something. It's a possibility, but let's pull one of these tinks out. What did I use over here for smiling? I'm trying my best to like do some different variations of her when we can. I think that will probably be our best bet for this one. And I know this seems like it's going to take a lot of space. Oh, do we want to consider doing one with a quote? I think there's some at the front here that are her with a quote. Yeah, let's look at those. Just to change it up and do something a little different. Happiness looks good on you. Think happy thoughts. I love this. Happiness looks good on you, because that's what this is about. Like, the spread is really to try and do things that I like, focus on the things that'll make me happy and that I really want to do this year. Love that. Is this its own sticker? Yes, it is. I want to bring in that green somehow. I think we can do it there. I wanted to do it up top somewhere, so it's not just black everywhere except there. And then we can probably do like a little pixie dust. Oh no, those are too big. Let's go here. And do just like a little something something in the top left here. Cute. All right. I do really like these too, because it's not really bringing her in again, but it's like bringing her shadow in, or her life. So I'm thinking we could do that right there. Again, just to bring that color in on the top. I still have not gotten my big scissors. Can you see? Okay. So I will speed you up. I actually don't have all of these figured out right now, but I have some of them. So I'm just going to speed you up as we write these out. Okay, this is kind of all that I have right now. How I don't hate that we'll have a couple that we can fill in as, you know, January goes on, and I have some things that come to mind. So I think that that's good. Some things that I haven't really talked a ton about that I'm including in here is I want to start planning a group trip that is for planners. So a lot of travel agents plan group trips, like come travel with me and you'll get swag and you come on this specific cruise and there's lots of people and it's so fun. How fun to do that for the planner community. I would love to do that. I would love to basically say, all right, planners, if you're interested in joining me, come with me on this Disney cruise ship or to Disney World from this date to this date. And it can kind of be like a mini conference, not a big conference, but like maybe there'll be some speakers, or maybe it'll just be time to kind of plan and scrapbook together. So it's not happening in 2025, but I would like to start thinking about it and planning it in 2025. I have talked a lot about a lot of this, but yeah, it's all kind of related to my goals. And I would also like to wake up by 7 a.m. daily. So if you're really interested, you can pause it and kind of see what I wrote down, but they all have to do with the things I've already been talking about in terms of my goals and things. So here's the doozy, and I'm a little nervous to even start it, but I know once I start it, I'll be so happy. I'm gonna write the name up top here, and then we can talk about it. And we'll do a Tinkerbell, I think in this top left corner. I'm kind of feeling another big one. And although I wouldn't mind doing one in a different, like there's lots of different versions of her. Like I don't have to just, like we could use a full box. What do we think about that? No, maybe at this point we're almost done, so we should just keep going with the theme, right? So let's, well, I said I could do a big one. So let's look here. Okay, we're gonna do, I think this one. I originally wanted to do a bigger one, but this will work just fine. And then this washi tape we'll do right here. And I may do one of these too. Kind of layer a washi with maybe this green. Oh, this is just ripping left and right. That's okay. I think I like that, just to add a little pixie dust there. Okay. So, what this is a list of 25 things that I would like to do 25 times in 2025. So, I don't have all of these picked out either yet, but I have like a list here that is just really sloppy, and I have 21 things on here. However, I need to quickly categorize them so we can put like items together. So please hold. Okay, we're gonna start with the Disney travel ones that are on my list. So, number 1. I'm just gonna write new Disney experience. I want to do 25 new things. For example, I've never been to Old Key West Resort, so that will be one of the things on this list. I also want this sheet to be a spot to track said things. So this is why I'm like, this is going to be a doozy, okay? I already know it. But I want now to be able, I guess, to write out 20, because the issue is if I did this one year and I just did dots, but when I just do dots, I guess I do really want to do dots. But when I just do it with dots, then I don't remember if I crossed it off or not. Like, I could cross it off for going to Old Key West Resort, but then a month later be like, did I ever cross that off? So what if we did a dot and just a little bit of room? Let me see. I think that'll work this year. Just a little room to remind me of what that Disney experience was. So 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this out because this one does not work. Don't double count me because there's a chance I don't have the right number on here. Okay, but now we'll go to number 2. I want to have days where I work from a Disney resort. And I'm actually just going to put resort because it's either going to be Disney or Universal or whatever. Now these dots, I think I want to do a little closer together because for this, I would just put the date that I do it. Whereas up here, I would have to write like Old Key West Resort in that small spot or something. I do also want to use some different colors. I don't want to just use this green. So I think navy, nope, we have the black, so that will clash. Let's try maybe just, oh, I have yellow. Nope, okay, triggered. That reminds me of my Catholic elementary school. So, nope, we're not doing green and gold. I have a different color green, so I think that can be in the running. And then I would like a gray if I have it. I do. So that's what we'll do. And maybe we'll even go back and forth between the grays and the greens or whatever. So this one, work from a Disney resort, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's not going to be the prettiest thing, but listen, done is better than perfect. Number 3 is going to be new Disney food or restaurant. Did I spell that right? No, I did not. I knew something looked wrong. What are you gonna do? Restaurant. And let's go with this bright green. And this one, again, kind of like that one, I need to be able to write a little bit more. So we'll kind of spread them out a little bit. So you get the idea. I'm going to come in, fill them all in, and then we'll talk about it. Because otherwise I feel like you'd be here all day, right? So let me just fill them all in real quick. Okay, my desk is a disaster, but I'm really happy that this is done and that I spent the time to do it because it's really, I feel like, going to be good for this year to have a bunch of pages up front here. And look, we used the very end of this. This is literally the end of the washi. I may add it here just since we have it and to not waste anything. We'll see if we end up using that or peeling that off when I make this sheet. But let's look at the 25's in 2025. So I think we ended around here with the new Disney food or restaurant. Number 4 is a Florida adventure, so things outside of the theme parks. Number 5 is a character meet and greet, whether it's at Disney or Universal. I'd love to track 25 different characters that I meet and get a picture with. I want to go live. I want to do a bunch of live streams in 2025. So for number 6, we're tracking how many times I go live from a cruise ship, from Disney World, from Universal, etc. I'm trying to really get back into using this planner every week, but I thought if I could do 25 Plan With Me videos, that'll at least have like half of the year documented in this. So I'd like to do at least 25 Plan With Me's in this planner. These kind of go together, so I did the same color. To be totally honest, that was an accident, but it works perfectly because probably a work-free day will also be a social media-free day. So they'll probably go hand in hand, but just in case I have them as separate items. That would be amazing. This would be, how I kind of looked at this is 2 times a month. is it possible for me to have a new Florida adventure 2 times a month? And this year, yes, it is. Stay tuned. But that's kind of how I'm looking at this. Could I have 2 days a month where I'm not doing one piece of content? I'm not looking at social media. I hope so. I didn't do that this year, but I hope so. I would like to have 10 new Patreon. Nope, that's not it. Number 10, I would like to have 25 new Patreon members. That's an interesting thought, though. You could do this that way. Number 1 is something you want to do 1 time. Number 2 is something you want to do 2 times. But anyway, that's not how I did it. 10 new Patreon members, and I left enough room to write their name. I thought that would be really cool to, throughout the month, write the person's name as they join my Patreon. So that link is always down below if you want to join our community. I will write your name here if you join. I'm going to do it from here on out, so don't wait till January 1st. If you sign up right now, I will still count that towards this goal. New travel clients, again, I can write their name on here. I hope to have way more bookings than that, but I don't want this to include repeat clients. This is going to be brand new people that come to me to book their travel. I want to do vlogs on Plan Your Truth that are not travel related, kind of like I've been doing throughout Vlogmas, so I'm going to track that. Memory planning, I'd love to, twice a month, sit down to memory plan. Even if I don't film it every time, I would love to sit down and actually document my life and have fun with the memory spread. Budget check-ins, I thought that was good. 2 times a month is about what I want to do. So if I keep up with that, I'll be able to check all those off. But the T is, if I only cross 18 of these off, that's better than if I didn't have it written on here at all. So some of these, it may be a little hard to get to 25, but that would be okay. We're still doing more than if I didn't do it. Live theater. I would love to see 25 live theater performances, so I left room to write what all of those are. Same thing with new movies. Also, I really, I'm like, how do I even say this? I love music. I love to sing. I love to dance. Music fills me up. However, music that I listen to is like musical theater and Disney. I'd love to expand that and find 25 new artists or albums or songs, whatever it ends up being. I want to fall into some like old Lady Gaga. I'd love to listen to some current pop music just so that like when the music is on the radio, I know what's playing. Chappell Roan, maybe Taylor Swift. Don't come for me. I'm not a Swiftie, but I'm not a Swiftie. You know, I would be open to it. So anyway, so that's to track new music. I'd love to go on 2 friend dates a month, so 25 throughout the year, and kind of create that local tribe for myself. I think that would be awesome. Call home or have like a date with my family. I didn't leave a ton of room for those because I don't really need to track what we're doing or who it's with because I'll know it's with my family. So I'll just leave enough room to like write the date or something. Face mask, again, just enough room to write the date. I'd love to do 25 face masks. I haven't done that in like a year, and I used to love doing face masks and just kind of having a spa moment. We'll try some new recipes and hopefully get better at cooking in 2025. Go for a walk. For me, this also just means like some kind of movement. So if I don't know where the year is going to end up, if I end up having some sort of workout goal or whatever, but that would count towards this. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But the bare minimum would be to have twice a month, like let's make it a point to go for a walk, if that makes sense. Singing Saturdays. So technically this probably should go up here with my work stuff, but I didn't think of it soon enough. So I'd love to get back to doing singing reels. And so I have those on here. Declutter. I'm trying to simplify and get rid of stuff. So this is going to be 25 like areas or 20, like my closet would be one, my planner closet, my sticker book collection, like different areas that I am decluttering this year. And then number 25, I have random acts of kindness. So since this is the last video that I'm going to do of my like 2025 planner prep, let me just show you kind of what we're working with. It's going to be a little bit of a work in progress, but at least the plan right now is that this is how my planner will look going into 2025. Of course, there's room to add things, but this is kind of how we're starting off the year. So we have our name page, which I love, all the decorations. Mickey Harry Potter and Tinkerbell is kind of our theme here. Again, I made this on Canva. I talked about this, I think, in the last video, really briefly. But I made this on Canva, and you're going to see it in another format as well. I have this as my phone wallpaper. I hang this up on my wall. I actually printed it out, and I'm going to do a journal setup video where I put it in my planner or in that journal as well. I want to be reminded. It's a visual representation of what I want my year to look like. I love this quote too. It's time to stop building someone else's castle when I have my own kingdom to create. I love that. We have our 2025 annual goals and our word of the year, including all of the areas of my life that I want to resonate with this word. We have the Wheel of Life. This is kind of funny to see going from here, the beautiful greens and golds, to color, but it's fun. We have our Wheel of Life where we did some reflecting. Currently page where we'll see, I already wrote in December 2024, and then under the line, I will come back and reflect at the end of the year. A spot to celebrate the little wins throughout 2025. Oh, you know what? We need to write that on here. Maybe down here or up here. 2025. There we go. Just so I don't, like, I want this to be filled out this year. I could write that here as well, but I don't think I need to. This page just feels like, am I doing it for 2024? Whereas this is a calendar, so obviously it's for 2025. We have places to go and restaurants to try. This is being blank for trackers, or the other thing too is I will probably make a quarterly goal sheet. So like quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So we're just leaving some wiggle room here for more pages that I add. Then this is really where the tracking comes in. I probably should put like a little bookmark. Do I have one up here? Yeah, I have this just for whatever. So I'm going to put that here so that I remember. What else do I need to come back to? No, I'm going to put it here because this is like a daily, hopefully we come back to check in there. And then I'll flip through the pages as needed. But we have our bucket list, 26 things to do before 2026. Still some spots to write and figure out some other things we want to do this year. And then our 25's in 2025. I know it looks bare and weird right now, but it will look better once it starts being filled in. Like once we fill in the names and the dates and as we start doing things. So I'm excited to come back at the end of the year. There are so many other pages you can make, and honestly pages that I'll make. I'm going to make budget sheets, but that'll live in my budget planner. I'll make more social media type tracking sheets, but that will live in my social media planner. So this is really just kind of my catch-all and my goals and some different things that I want to track. So I'm really excited to dive into these sheets and this planner. I feel like I finally have a good planner system jumping into 2025. So if you want to recreate any of these sheets, I'd love it if you tag me on Instagram at Plan Your Truth. But that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button. And remember to plan your truth so that you can live your truth. Thanks so much.